Hello viewers of this video. Today I come to you with the question that I would like to have the answer to. The question whether men should shave their junk. Now, before I get too heavy into the topic, I would like to share a little story with you. It takes me back to when I was approximately 10 or 11 years old. And you would find me, the story finds me in the bathroom doing my call of nature, and sitting there, um, going to the restroom. I happened to look into a rather full garbage can, and on top of it was a pink double-bladed razor. Now, at the time, I did not realize that there was a reason that that razor was in the garbage, and later I would come to find out that there was that razor probably should have been in the garbage long before it had found the garbage. Because in my youthful naivety, I grabbed the razor without thinking too much. I stretched out little Johnny Boy down there, and I proceeded to get about a 2-inch draw of this razor down the shaft of my little boyhood down there, thus giving myself what I would only describe as third-degree razor burn. This was something very painful, and this was at a time in my life when me and my little boyhood were coming into a whole new realm in our relationship together. And this was a relationship, let's say, that was put on hold for a couple of weeks due to the injuries inflicted by this pink little razor that I put on my little Johnson. Now, that being said, I do realize that was a dull razor blade, but that does not negate the fact that there is possibility for injury down there and actually putting yourself out of commission. So my question as to whether or not we should shave our balls. Pros and cons. Okay. Pro. Women like it. Well, do they? If they do like it, how much do they like it? Is it worth putting, is it worth chancing some razor burn, some cutting down in your nether region for the woman to like it? Do they like it that much? Is it a deal breaker or maker? Is a woman going to look at someone's package and, having seen that it is shaved, now decide that she is going to provide extra favors that she might not have originally? Is she going to say to herself, wow, I wasn't going to put my mouth somewhere, but now seeing that you have groomed yourself in such a way, my mouth might find its way to different places than I had originally planned? Or will they look at it and say, oh, I had planned to put my mouth somewhere tonight, but I've decided against it due to the fact that I don't want my nose to itch? So is that a deal maker or breaker? Is it so much of a thing that it would bring someone back because they like the look of your Johnson all shaved? Another pro that I have heard is that it creates the illusion of bigger size, that you can look up to an inch bigger. Now, creating illusion is all great. You can make people think you've pulled a rabbit out of a hat, but that only works until you let them play around with the hat. Then they realize that the joke's on them. So an illusion's great to create, but once things are going, I believe a woman has the ability to assess what she's working with pretty readily. And I don't see um, the fur down there hindering your ability to go that little bit deeper that you might be asked to go. So as far as do they like it? How much do they like it? Okay, you like it? How much? Is it something that's going to bring you back? Is it something that's going to promote further adventure? Um, Cons. You can injure yourself. There is a great chance of cutting yourself. If you could imagine trying to shave a chicken wing or chicken breast with a shaver, you'd imagine that bumpy kind of malleable surface is a hard surface to shave without any injury or without any razor burn or anything like that. So let's say you like it, the women like it, it's something we should do. How far do we take it? I mean, to me, I'm thinking, okay, razor burn, ingrown hairs, you know, those razor bumps that you get from shaving in such a sensitive region. I don't know how attractive a woman's going to find that. Is that something that a woman's going to look at? I mean, I myself think that's kind of a weird thing to see down there. The other thing, how far do you take it? I know what an injury to the shaft of my nether region feels like, and I realized that you wouldn't be shaving the whole shaft, but it does creep up a little bit on the shaft, and risking that injury is pretty scary. And I wouldn't even want to imagine the injury that you might inflict on yourself if you were to, say, slip or mess up when trying to shave past the taint or even on the taint in such an area as to, you gotta walk, you sweat. Um, that would be a very painful thing to have happen down there. I mean, I'm not a hairy guy. I don't have a lot of hair, but where do I stop? I mean, my hair does come down my leg, you know, so far and over. I mean, how do you fade it? How do you fade it to where it's even, and, you know, and it doesn't look, you know, out of place like hair? I mean, if you're really hairy, then I don't see. I mean, you'd have to shave more than that. Do you have to go bare? Is it just as can you do a trim job? But I've tried trimming my scrot hair, and it looks real funny. I mean, it's a thing. Giving a haircut on somebody's head is hard. Giving a haircut to your Johnson is a whole different realm. First off, scissors down there, no good. Clippers, scary. Okay, I don't see myself waxing. That might be the thing to do, but I don't think so. So, I mean, confession, my balls are shaved. They itch. Um, this is something I'm going to get used to. Yes, no. This is something, the little razor burn I got down here on my stomach and my inside of my legs and all that. That's going to go away, those little bumps. I'm going to get used to that if I keep up on it. Should I keep up on it? Am I wasting my time? I mean, beyond personal, hey, you're ugly, you're stupid, you don't need to worry about what women think. Let's be fair here. I've given my fair share, and I know that having my balls shaved is not going to be something I'm going to be able to. My balls are shaved, and that's going to get me women or something. But I want to be polite. I want to have my stuff right, and I want to know what women like. And don't we all want to know what women like? So hopefully through this video and this little discussion that we've had, we can come to some answers here through your comments, your responses, um, as to whether or not we should shave our balls. And I appreciate your time, and I look forward to reading your comments and hearing from you. The good, the bad, the ugly. That'll be an interesting thing to hear. So let me hear your pros, your cons, your ideas on this subject, and let's get to the bottom of this so we can find out once and for all, balls to shave or not to shave.